The moment she slid the thick envelope across the cafe table, his hands froze over the chipped ceramic mug. "Please," she whispered, eyes trembling. "I just need you to pretend, for one night." Ethan Blake had heard a lot of strange requests driving his taxi around the city, but this was new. A beautiful woman in a crisp navy blazer, shoulders tight with panic. A stranger desperate enough to offer him a wad of cash just to act like he belonged in her life. He looked at the envelope. He looked at her. And for the first time in a long time, he saw someone whose loneliness matched his own. Maya Alden was a powerhouse in her world, confident, sharp, always composed. But today, none of that strength showed. Today her voice cracked, her fingers fidgeted, and her eyes darted toward the door of the cafe as if danger itself might walk in. "My parents are coming to town," she said. "And my ex-fiancé will be there. He's persistent." She swallowed. "He hurt me. But my family still thinks he's perfect. They think I'm too picky, that I'm making up excuses for leaving him." She took a breath, shaky. "I don't want to walk into that dinner alone." Ethan didn't know the whole story. He didn't need to. No one looked that terrified unless the past had claws. Ethan Blake was a man who didn't ask for much. His world revolved around one thing, his 8-year-old daughter Lily, who was currently sitting at a corner table doodling hearts and stars on napkins. They had been through the worst together. The loss of Lily's mother, nights when grief suffocated him, days when money ran thin, and endless hours driving the taxi to keep life afloat. He didn't date. He didn't go out. He didn't even let himself dream anymore. But right now, this stranger looked more alone than he had ever felt. He gently pushed the envelope back to her. "I don't want your money," he said. "But if you need someone to stand by you for a night, I'll help." Maya stared at him as if she couldn't understand why a man would help without asking what he would get in return. The restaurant was elegant, shimmering with gold lights and soft violin music. Maya's family sat around a long table, smiling, polished, and painfully unaware of the storm inside her. And then her ex-fiancé Marcus walked in. Tall, charming, smirking in a way that told Ethan everything he needed to know. Maya's spine stiffened. Her fingers twitched. A panic flashed in her eyes. Ethan instinctively placed a hand over hers. Just a touch. Warm, steady, reassuring. Marcus scoffed, eyeing Ethan. "This is your new boyfriend. A taxi driver." Maya flinched, but Ethan didn't. He smiled calmly. "Yeah, and I'm proud of her. She deserves someone who actually listens to her." Her parents stared. Marcus's eyes narrowed. Throughout the dinner, Ethan never once let Maya feel small. He noticed the moments she needed help, the way she clenched her jaw when Marcus cornered her with questions, the way her voice faltered when her parents unintentionally dismissed her feelings. And every time, he stepped in. Not by pretending, but by seeing her, by valuing her, by standing up for her in ways no one ever had. Outside the restaurant, Maya finally exhaled. "One night," she whispered. "And you made me feel safe." Her voice broke. "Do you know how long it's been since I felt that?" Ethan didn't know what to say. He wasn't used to being someone's shelter. Then small footsteps approached. "Hi," Lily said shyly, clutching her stuffed bunny. "Daddy said we're helping a princess today." Maya laughed through her tears, soft, surprised, the sound of something breaking open inside her. Ethan gently touched Lily's shoulder. "It's past bedtime. Say good night." Lily waved. "Good night, princess lady." Maya's heart warmed in a way it hadn't in years. That night, when Ethan helped her into the taxi, Maya hesitated. "Can I see you again?" Ethan's breath caught. He wasn't expecting this. But he nodded. Days turned to weeks. Maya started visiting the cafe where Ethan waited between taxi rides. She would bring hot chocolate for Lily, who had decided Maya was the world's kindest princess. Ethan watched the bond forming, unsure what to make of it. One evening, Maya asked softly, "Why didn't you take the money?" He looked at her, long and deep. "Because you didn't need someone you could buy. You needed someone who would choose you." Her eyes watered. No one had ever chosen her without wanting something in return. Just when life felt calm, Marcus returned, angry, desperate, unwilling to accept that Maya had moved on. He confronted her outside her apartment. "You think you can run off with that taxi driver? You think he cares about you? Don't be stupid." Maya stepped back, trembling. Then headlights swept across the road. Ethan's taxi rolled to a stop. He got out, jaw clenched. Back away from her, he said quietly. Marcus laughed. Or what? Ethan didn't raise his voice. He didn't threaten. He simply stepped beside Maya and placed a protective arm around her. She doesn't belong to you, Ethan said. She doesn't owe you anything. Leave. Maybe it was the confidence. Maybe it was the unity. Maybe it was Maya standing tall with Ethan beside her. But Marcus left. This time for good. Later that night, in the warmth of Ethan's small but cozy living room, Maya sat with Lily asleep on her lap. I came to you with money, Maya whispered. Thinking I could buy a moment of safety, she looked up, tears glistening. But you gave me something I didn't even know I deserved. Ethan's voice softened. What's that? She touched his hand gently. Respect, kindness, a family, and a love that isn't afraid to stay. He swallowed hard. For years he had believed he didn't have anything to offer anyone. But now, he reached toward her cheek, brushing away a tear. You gave us something too, he murmured. You brought joy back into this house. And you made me believe in tomorrow again. Her breath caught. And what are we now? She asked quietly. Ethan smiled, a slow, warm smile that felt like sunrise. Something real. Maya didn't just find someone to act like her boyfriend for one night. She found a man who listened. A man who cared. A man who protected without controlling. A man who taught her the meaning of a safe love. And Ethan, lonely, tired, always giving, finally found someone who saw him, not as a taxi driver, not as a widower, not as a single dad struggling, but as a man worthy of love again. Because sometimes the family you need isn't the one you were born into. Sometimes it's the one you build. With kindness, courage, and the bravery to start again.